No need to flip the table. Oh, and we're live on YouTube. Oh, hi, Pax. I guess he can't hear us, can he? All right, it is 7 p.m. and we have quorum. All right, so we can call to order at, yep, still 7. All right. We'll look for an adoption of the agenda. I do not believe there are any additions or changes. Look for a mover, which looks like Councillor Wood. And a seconder, Deputy Mayor Barlett. Questions or comments on the agenda? Seeing none. All right, all in favor? So moved, thank you. Declaration of conflict of interest or pecuniary interest. And seeing none. Delegations, presentations, or petitions. On Monday, we had the RCMP report. Was there any follow-up to that this evening? Seeing none. All right, and then I did ask for an item on here just to do a quick little shout out to our grads for this year. I know grade 6 grad is tonight, grade 12 grad is coming on Saturday, and next Friday is the Aurora College grad. So just a quick message from myself and council that we want to take a quick moment to acknowledge the accomplishments of the grad class of 2021 at both East 3 School and Aurora College. While these last 2 school years have been unlike any other you or your support systems have ever faced, you and your support system of friends, parents, guardians, teachers, and countless others have worked hard to get you here, and it's paid off. Your community is proud of you, and we're excited to see how you'll shape the future of our town, our territory, and the world. So from all of us, congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you. Yeah. So on to public question period. SAO Hood, did we have anything this evening?
Sorry, yes, I was typing. I have nothing.
All right, thank you. And on to the adoption of the minutes. 6.1, the minutes of the May 26, 2021 council meeting. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Wood, seconded by Deputy Mayor Barlock. Questions or comments, discussion on the minutes? Seeing none, we'll call to a vote. All in favor? So moved. Oh, sorry, Alana's just texted to say she's in the waiting room, but I see her on screen. Oh,
I'm there now.
Okay, yeah, you're here.
Thank you.
Thank you. And on to the action items list. Were there any further discussion on the list? Seeing none. And on to new business then, the presentation of the fiscal 2021 final operating and capital budget. Recommendation here is that Inuvik Town Council hereby approves the Town of Inuvik 2021 operating and capital budget as presented. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Wood. I'll second it by Councillor Miro.
Thank you.
Any further discussion on the budget? Councillor Wood, go ahead.
Just very quickly, I see we only have $50,000 identified for road maintenance. Just driving around town yesterday and today, a lot of our roads seem to have a lot of issues. I'm wondering if $50,000 is enough, or if we don't spend enough this year, are we going to end up with major repairs next year?
All right, thank you for that. We can ask SAO Hood to respond.
There's a couple of things there. There's also on the capital budget, I believe, $92,000 for road work. The other challenge that we do have is there's no asphalt plant in town, and we did have some inventory of cold mix, but the JWT poured some of it, and of course there's no plant in town to replace it. So that also presents a bit of a challenge, is just trying to get the asphalt just to get the fixes.
Maybe we should be pressuring the government to return what they borrowed or be responsible for repairs that happen because we can't do maintenance.
Well, we have been in discussion with them, but it's a difficult, I think they're obviously waiting till the runway work needs to be completed to bring, then there will be an asphalt plant. And actually the Director of Public Services and I were actually just talking about it today as to coming up with a plan of what we need to do and where we're going to do, so that when it does show up, we'll know what else. But you are right, there it seems to be some, after 10 years, we've been pretty lucky as to the roads, but
maybe we'll get the government to pave bypass road while they're at it.
Well, I believe there is, I don't know about paving it, but I understand that there may be a tender coming out to rebuild it.
Good. Thank you, Grant.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Wood. Any further questions on the budget? See none. Oh, great. We can call to a vote. All in favor?
Yes.
Thank you. And on to item 9.2 under the bylaws. We have the amendment to amend the community plan. Recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby gives third and final reading to Bylaw 2666 P&D 21, a bylaw to amend community plan bylaw 2582 P&D 15. May I have a mover of third reading, please? Moved by Deputy Mayor Barlock. And a seconder, please. Moved by Councillor Wood. Any discussion, questions, comments? Seeing none, we can call to a vote. All in favor?
Yes.
Thank you. So moved. Now on to item 9.2, which is the annual tax billing bylaw. Recommendation here is that Inuvik Town Council hereby gives first reading to bylaw 2670 tax 21, the 2021 annual tax billing bylaw. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Deputy Mayor Barlock, seconded by Councillor Loreen. Any discussion on the bylaw? Seeing none, calling to a vote for first reading. All in favor?
Yes.
So moved, thank you. Now we'll move to second reading. Recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby gives second reading to bylaw 2670 tax 21, the 2021 annual tax billing bylaw. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Loreen, seconded by Councillor Wainman. Any questions, comments, discussion on second reading? Seeing none, we'll call to a vote. All in favor of second reading?
Yes.
So moved, thank you. Next, we have our department head reports. Recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby adopts the following department head reports as presented. 10.1, the Planning and Development Report. 10.2, the Community Services Report. 10.3, the Senior Administrative Officer's Report. 10.4, the Capital Projects Report. And 10.5, the Protective Services Report. May I have a mover of the reports, please? Moved by Councillor Wainman. And a seconder, seconded by Deputy. Any discussion, questions, comments on the reports? Seeing none, all right, we can call to a vote. All in favor?
Yes.
So moved, thank you. We do have item 11.1, the strategic priorities chart. I had presented some options to council and we discussed it on Monday. So I'm looking for direction from council here, either to move forward with some of the changes, or we can review the item and come back at the next meeting, but I'll look for your direction on that one. Yes, just as a follow-up on Monday, the items we talked about were updating the dates in the timeline section. Removing a couple of the advocacy partnerships, and then I'm not sure how far we got in the conversation, but maybe adding the leadership tables that we talked about during the TRC proclamation to the advocacy and partnership section. So I look for feedback from you on whether you'd like to review this for another 2 weeks and come back to it, or if you'd like to go forward with some recommendations tonight. Councillor Wood?
I'm fine with everything you suggested. I think we should move forward on it.
I agree. I think what you suggested makes sense, and there's definitely a few items we can take off and update those dates. So yeah, I agree with what's been suggested as well.
Okay, thank you. I see you nodding head.
I
from
agree as
Councillor
well.
Lorraine. Okay, Kurt, you're in. Okay, so I'll work with Stephanie to get it updated, and we'll get a copy out to you as soon as possible. I don't know, do we need a motion to update it? I don't think we do. No, okay. So then we can move on. We had the Aurora research notifications and council concerns. I did want to just take a moment under council concerns. Tonight is Cassidy's last night with us. With school ending on the 18th, that means that I just realized yesterday that this is actually her last meeting with us. So I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to Cassidy Lenier-Pana for being our student rep. She joined me in a few meetings over the time, and I wish her all the best. I think she got accepted to school in the fall, and so she'll be able to take that bursary and put it to work. So thanks, Cassidy.
Thank you guys for allowing me to sit in the meetings and listen to all the great work that you guys do. I really appreciate it, and I think it's something that will help me in the future.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cassidy. Good luck with your school.
Okay, you guys got it.
All right, so do we have any further items for council concerns this evening? Councillor Wood.
Just one very small one. Apparently the kids, skateboarders and scooters are using the hill by Vince Sharp on Franklin Road to use their skateboards and so on. It's a real traffic hazard, and there's a blind hill there. Some one of the kids may get hit, so maybe Bylaw or the RCMP could keep an eye out for them there and shoo them away.
Can you just, I don't know, maybe we can talk on the phone. You can identify which hill?
Franklin Road by Vince Sharps, the
Yeah.
corner going up towards Mackenzie.
Like on the main road.
Yeah, not on
Oh.
Mackenzie Road, on Franklin, where the hill goes down. It's fairly steep towards Vince Sharp.
I see. Okay, I got you. Where the stop sign is to then go down. Okay. Yeah, we can see what we can do. Thank you. And Deputy Mayor Bartlett.
Yeah, great. Just a quick thank you for the quick addressing of the concern I brought up at the last meeting, but also as I was driving by today, the site for the new Welcome to Inuvik sign, I wonder if we have, I guess, a communication package ready to go, because obviously that sign is going to arrive here, you know, could be within a few weeks time, and we could start to put that up, say within the next month or two. Once it's up there, we had a lot of good things that are a part of that sign and how the design came to be the way it is. And we wanted to communicate that to people, because I think a lot of people didn't quite understand or see some of those reasons for some of those design elements. So we got a little communication package ready, because we wanted, when it came up, we wanted to put it out there and then talk about how the undulations match the river, the shape of the Mackenzie River, and how the lettering font kind of matches some of the parts of the town of Inuvik logo and stuff. So just in preparation for that, once we have that sign up, we should have that big communication splash and talk about all those things. So I just want to see if we have something ready to go, because we talked about it before.
We can ask Director Chalice, but I know that currently her department is swamped getting ready for ADE next week, after just coming off the Aklavik evacuation. But I know that that was stuff that was in the works already, so I'll let Jackie speak to that. But I know that it was stuff that was on their agenda anyway. Jackie or Director Chalice, if you wanted to jump in.
Sure. I always love to talk about any thing. I'm really excited. You're right. It is going to be here. And actually, a lot of that information went out already in the communication that we sent. And actually, if you go to the website, there's a whole page for the gateway sign, and it has the evolution, the timeline, pictures of where the design came from, pictures of consultation, talks about how things were chosen, talks about the language, talks about who was involved to do the kinds of animals and the language translation. But we can recapture that. And yes, we will have just like we're doing with the special event pavilion, we will have a communication and sort of a unveiling of the sign and a reminder of how we got to where it is. But certainly open to however mayor and council feels they would like that to go.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like a quick, brief little summary, if it's a document, it's like a one pager, or in the way the world is now, a nice Facebook posting that can just have a splash page up there to talk about some of the key highlights of why the sign, about the sign design and what those elements represent. So again, it may have been put out there before, but the sign's going to go up. It's going to get a ton of attention when it first goes up. So I think we should just be ready to put some stuff out again.
Agreed, and we will be ready.
Great, thank you. Anything further under council concerns this evening? Seeing none. All right, so we do not have in camera tonight, so I will look for a motion to adjourn, please. Moved by Councillor Laree. Thank you everyone for your time this evening. I hope to see you